honored to introduce to you my other co-worker, Miss Julie Aillet, who's also a cancer survivor, and will tell you her story.
Thank you, Lou. Hello, I'm Julie Aillet, and I live in Brusly. On September 2nd, 2011, I got devastating news. A biopsy of a mass in my breast showed I had invasive ductal carcinoma. I had cancer. I'd always practiced early detection, being very diligent about having yearly mammograms. Thank God I was. I used to wonder if it really mattered that I go every year. Now I know that it does. The single best thing that you can do for yourself every year is to get that mammogram. Breast cancer caught early, like mine was, is highly treatable, and I'm proof of that. I chose a surgeon that was going to do just enough but not too much. He told me that my tumor was stage 1 and it was only about 1.9 centimeters and I only needed a lumpectomy followed by radiation. He told me I was a very lucky woman, and I knew then that I was. My medical oncologist told me that he was certain that my 5-year use of hormone replacement therapy caused my tumor. It was very hard to hear that I had probably brought this on myself and could have prevented it by not taking hormones. If you are on hormone replacement therapy, or if you're thinking about it, my advice to you is to read as much as you can about it. Educate yourself. Think long and hard about it. Then ask yourself if it's worth the risk. It can and it does cause cancer. I know, because it caused me to have cancer. While discussing my options with my radiation oncologist, he told me about the results of a Canadian clinical trial. Women with tumors such as mine that are low stage, small, only needed 16 radiation treatments as opposed to the 33 treatments that Cindy had to have. And the end results were totally the same. He told me that I was the perfect candidate for it. And was I interested? Boy, was I. 16 opposed to 33, I jumped on that. The day of my surgery came. They located and removed the main lymph node in my breast and biopsied it during surgery for cancer cells. I only lost 1 lymph node. Cindy had lost 11. If any of you ladies out there have been through breast cancer and you've lost lymph nodes, you know what it means to only lose 1 lymph node. It makes a huge, huge difference. My tumor was removed and a sample was sent for the oncotype test. The surgery was outpatient and recovery was short. When a tumor is removed, it must have a certain amount of cancer-free tissue called a clean margin around it. The results of my pathology report were actually inconclusive in 2 areas of 1 quadrant of my tumor. So 16 days after my first surgery, I had to have a second surgery to take more tissue from that area. The results? That tissue had no cancer cells in it. They had gotten it all the first time. I was cancer-free. Thank God. My oncotype test score was 9 or 9%. I would not need chemo. Radiation was easy. I went during my lunch hour to have it done. I would tell everybody, I'm going to the tanning bed, I'll be back. The treatment itself only took 2 minutes. It took me longer to get in and out of my clothes than it did to have the treatment. Before I knew it, 3 months to the day of my diagnosis, I had my 16th and final radiation treatment. I was done. I'm amazed at the advancements in treatment that were made in the 3 years since Cindy finished her treatment and I started mine. Advancements that shortened my treatment time and considerably afforded me a better quality of life. And it's all because of people like you that donate money, time, and hard work at events just like these all over the world. can't possibly thank you enough for all that you do. There are no words. If you ever wonder if doing this really makes a difference, yes, it does. It made a difference to me, and I know it makes a difference to many other people. The support of my family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors, the fact that I get a mammogram every year, the knowledge and capabilities of my doctors, and the grace of God all saved my life. I had cancer. Cancer did not have me, and I am a survivor. I'd like to leave you with this. Breast cancer is the most common cancer among women in America who do not smoke. About 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer in their lifetime. Some women are afraid to learn that they have it, but it isn't the death sentence that it used to be anymore. Breast cancer is very treatable if caught early. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Please, get your mammogram. Get it every year. Don't wait 14 months, don't wait 18 months. Get it every year. It matters, it makes a difference. I know, because it made a difference with me and my treatment. It's been a huge honor for me to share my story with you tonight, and I appreciate you listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie, for that true testimony, and please remember Julie's advice of yearly testing, and don't give up if you're in the fight. And now I'd like to announce that the luminaria ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. We'd like to ask